This morning I want to talk about what you can do for a long driveway like ours, where you'd like to know if somebody comes in the gate and it gives you an alert to let them know that somebody's entered your property. We live out in the country. Response time for police and fire can be as much as 30 to 45 minutes. So it's good to know if somebody that is coming up to your doorway, you'd like to know, regardless if it's something like prime delivery or postal or even friends or neighbors. It's just good to know that somebody is there. So I'd like to show you an item that we've ordered for this purpose, and I'll be installing it today. And let's start with the components. This device is a wireless solar driveway alarm. It's produced and ordered, it's made in China, I should say. And it costs roughly $80 and delivered, and it comes with a couple of components. Number one, the sending unit, which will mount on a post, and there you can see the solar display. And then the receiving unit, which you have inside the house, and you plug it through the provided cord into the outlet, as you see here. Now, the device has a sensor in the front window that's protected by this overhang, and they recommend installing it 3 to 5 feet above the ground for automobiles, individuals, people, but it won't trigger that way for small animals like a cat or even possibly a dog coming in. Now, the underside has a sealed rubber gasket, as you can see here, and I'm going to, let me turn it over so you can read it. I'm going to turn it on, and then I'll show you what it sounds like once it's activated. So now it's in the on position, and there's a channel selector that, as you can hear, it's already activated in a channel that pertains to these 4 different locations on the receiving unit. And you could have multiple units with one receiving device, and you just set the channel accordingly. So again, it was triggered by my moving my hand across the front of the sending unit, and it received it on this particular channel, which is highlighted in red. Here by my gate now, after I finished the installation, as you can see, it's about 20 feet wide. The sending unit has a setting of 20 or 30 feet as far as distance. I went ahead and set it on 30 feet because I might want to get just a little bit past the other gate here. I have put what's normally called a 4x4 post in the ground. I bought it at 8 feet. I cut off 1 foot, put 2 feet in the ground, which leaves about a little over 5 feet above the surface of the ground. And the specifications say install it anywhere from 3 to 5 feet. So mine is set at about 3.5 feet. And as you can see, what I've done is I've put some stakes to hold it in place. What you don't see under the dirt is I've set this in concrete, and so I leveled it all up, and the stakes are to keep it there until the concrete is cured. Also, since the unit is slightly wider than 3.5 inches, I had to add these 2 supplemental pieces of board on either side to stabilize it, and then I mounted the unit with some hole screws that are more difficult to remove because I don't want this unit being stolen. So anyway, that completes the installation, and I know it works because my wife just opened the door a few minutes ago and told me to turn it off because it's bugging her every time I walk through it. May you have success with your installation.